I know. We just went over this just a few weeks ago. Really, Tesla updated their referral program. Well, they did it again just yesterday, really. And once again, there is no big announcement. I think Elon retweeted Teslarati's article when they posted it. Once they noticed that. Yeah. Now I think this it's got a little bit better. I mean, I don't hide the fact that I really don't like what the referral program has been in the last 2 years. Originally, it was very simple. You refer somebody, you get $1,000 in credit with Tesla, and the person buying the car gets $1,000 credit with Tesla, and we're done. Now it's got different levels of prizes. Some prizes worth a lot of money. Some prizes are not worth anything at all. Some prizes is something that everybody can use. Others are not. But regardless of how I feel, and my hurt feelings about the referral program, a lot of people really like it. I even hear some people get free roasters. You know, what do you know? So I'm not one of them. As a matter of fact, I don't advertise my referral code for those people who need it in the description of every video that I have. I do advertise it in my Facebook group, kind of bluntly, to be honest with you, but I haven't really seen people using it much, and that's fine. I really don't have any relationship with Tesla, so I'm not really feel like I want to promote them. I promote the brands who actually have a relationship with me or pay me money, or one of those two. Anyway, the referral program has changed a little. As you know, they just changed it from free supercharging from for life of the first owner owning the car to just $100 in credit, and that's it. Well, now they change it back and they're gonna give you the free supercharging, but only for half a year. Now, I wonder if it's a better deal. Now, I know it sounds better, free supercharging, but actually, if you get $100 in credit, I believe that doesn't expire, and each trip might only take you 20, 30 bucks. Because it's not really that expensive, especially depending on the state that you're in, as far as supercharging is concerned, even when you pay. But if how many trips are you going to take in the next half a year? Maybe not enough to maybe even rack up $100 bill. So I thought $100 in credit was better than the free supercharging for half a year. Nevertheless, free supercharging for half a year. But that's not the big news. The big news is before that, only Model S, Model X were qualified, and I think performance version of Model 3 were also qualified. But guess what? Now all models are qualified, including the Tesla Model 3. So it is, the game's on, right? You can now use a referral code whether you're a current Model 3 owner or a future Model 3 owner. It applies to everybody equally. I'm a little surprised that they did this on one hand, because Model 3, has this long line of people waiting for it. But on another hand, I'm not really that surprise, and I'll tell you why. And of course, before that, let me pause here and let you know that this show and this channel is sponsored by Evanex, the aftermarket accessories for Tesla. There's a discount code in the description of this video, so you can use it and save yourselves a few bucks. All right, so here's why I'm not really surprised, because it does look like they're pushing, to sell this pretty high priced Model 3s. And as a matter of fact, if you didn't hear, the price of the base price of the long range Model 3 just went up by, quite about $5,000, because you can no longer buy rear wheel drive. And past this next week, you can only get all-wheel drive, and that's an extra $5,000. Now, they did introduce the $45,000 Model 3 with a mid-range with 260 miles, and that's the cheapest Model 3 right now that you can buy. But they're obviously, and looks like everybody agrees that they are, they're running out of customers who are at least willing to buy the expensive version in such high numbers at the very least, and they're not ready to make the $35,000 version just yet, though it is coming, and they're keeping that timeline at 4 to 6 weeks, which I think is still pretty good. Of course, the referrals, tax incentives here in the United States is going to be cut in half on January 1st. So essentially the price of that car, the cost of that car, will go up. And so there is a rush, and of course there is a rush to sell a lot of them by the end of the year for the Q4, as Tesla is trying to be profitable. We don't know if they're profitable in Q3, but they definitely need to be at least very, very, very close in Q4. Anyway, so those are the changes. The big one is that now you can purchase Model 3 using a referral code, and the second one is that you don't get just a $100 credit. You get this free supercharging for half a year for free. And by the way, those who did buy the Model 3 or any Tesla, meanwhile, they will actually get converted to free supercharging for half a year, I think automatically. And I wonder what's going to happen. And let me know, guys, if any of you are right now in the position to even bargain with them right now, meaning like you just bought your Tesla, if you actually want them to keep your $100 credit. I wonder if they'll actually agree to that, because I do think that it's a better deal. Of course, I want you guys to let me know which deal do you think is better, which one, if you're in a position of buying a Tesla right now, which one you would rather take. Listen, it's definitely good news that now you can use the referral program code to purchase a Model 3, any Model 3. All right, once again, looking forward to the comment section. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.